Welcome back to my CS50P Journey series. In this video, we are covering Week 4 and building a stronger foundation in Python. This week focuses on how Python programs are written and executed. We start by using VS Code as our main text editor. It is where we write and manage our Python files. Python files use the .py extension. For example, a simple file could be named hello.py. Python uses an interpreter to run code line by line. Our first program is the classic hello world example. We use the print function to display text. The text hello world is passed as an argument. The result appears in the terminal as output. This output is considered a side effect of the function. Next, we learn about functions. Functions allow us to reuse code instead of repeating it. We define a function using the keyword def. Inside the parentheses, we define parameters. Parameters act as placeholders for input values. For example, we can define a helper function that takes a name. When we call the function, we pass an argument. The function then performs an action using that argument. We also explore string methods. String methods help us modify text easily. The strip method removes extra spaces from a string, and the capitalize method makes the first letter uppercase. User input is another important concept. We use the input function to get data from the user. The value returned by input is always a string. We store this value inside a variable, then we can use it later in our program. Variables are used to store data. For example, we can store a name inside a variable. This allows us to reuse that value multiple times. We also learn how to write comments. Comments start with a hash symbol. They are ignored by Python but useful for humans. Comments help explain what the code is doing. The print function has several parameters. The set parameter controls how values are separated. The end parameter controls what is printed at the end. The file parameter controls where the output goes. The flush parameter forces the output to appear immediately. In the problem set, we apply all these ideas. We write programs that take user input and process it. We practice using functions to organize our code. We also handle strings and clean user input properly. Making mistakes helps us understand errors better. The main lesson from the problem set is practice. Writing small programs builds confidence step by step. It also shows how different concepts connect together. Here are the key takeaways from this week. Functions help us write reusable and organized code. Input and output are essential for interaction. String methods make text processing easier. Understanding errors helps us debug faster. That is it for week 4 of CS50P. If you found this helpful, make sure to like the video, subscribe for more weekly breakdowns of CS50P, and I will see you in the next one.